How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We have a special one here today. We have one from AF1 Models. It is, of course, the Chengdu J-36. Now, the J-36, as the West have designated it, is a sixth-generation aircraft designed by Chinese aircraft manufacturer Chengdu Aircraft Corporation. One prototype has been made so far, when footage of it flying on the 26th of December 2024 was posted online, of course, which probably a lot of you have seen. Now, it is speculated to be a heavy stealth aircraft with multiple mission roles. The Chinese have referred to this as the Ginkgo Leafjet, named after a Chinese plant, which leaves bear a similar shape to the profile of the aircraft, of course. Now, still not a great deal is known about the aircraft and its capabilities, but what I do know at Air Force One have pumped out a model in record time, so let us see if it's worth the money as well, as these are not the cheapest, and I grabbed this off AliExpress, and it was around $200, Australian dollars, of course. It's not overly, well, the box isn't overly big, so we'll see how big the model is. So how about we stop talking and open up the box, and let's see if we help you spend some money or save some money. Let's get this bloody thing open. Alright, this is what you pull out of your box. So it's got these little things on the side that we've got to get off that hold the foam together, and let us get this open and have a little look. And it is, well, it is upside down. Well done. Let us flip this around. There is no marking to say which is top, but yeah, that is better. Wow, that is pretty cool. There is a large stand, as you can see there. That is metal, of course. Let's get this part out, and it's all metal, as you can see. And you just whack a wing nut on the end, and it's all set up nice and sturdy. It is going to be a real sturdy stand for your aircraft, which is pretty cool. Now, obviously, we do have some options here for the landing gear. So as you can see, they are modules. They look to be magnetized there, so that'll be pretty cool. Look, quality wise, I suppose they aren't too bad. There's not a lot of tire tread or anything like that, but there's some okay details inside those little wheel wells, of course. Let us get this plastic off and get to the aircraft. That's what I want to see first. And all right. Oh, it does have a reasonable amount of heft to it, so I'm assuming that is something for the stand as well. We'll move this foam box out of the way, and we will check this beast out. Now, there is a lot of plastic on it, so we'll move that out of the way. Now, this is, look, the sausage finger test. As you can see, the size of it is reasonably big. But I'll zoom in for you, actually. We'll zoom in and see some of those details and see the quality of panel lines and things. There is actually not a lot to see. There is like a weird residue on the actual aircraft, like it's, I don't know, the person making it was getting excited. But I think there is just a sort of like a mold release residue or something on the model. I'll hopefully be able to get that off when I sort of wipe it down when we come back in a moment. Now, the overall model itself, there is not a great deal of detail, especially because it's a stealth fighter, so there's not going to be a lot. But these sections all move. So if you like to move your little flaps and things like that, they all move individually too. So if you want to have them all in different positions, you'll be able to do that. The engines themselves, this is a tri-motor. Obviously, as you can see, they are deeply recessed in there. It's hard to see, but there is some engine detail in there, some minor engine detail. But look, overall, it's not too bad. As I said, there is a bit of weight to it, which is pretty cool. So obviously the Chinese markings. The camouflage scheme is really nice. It's got a big intake in the back there. Now, does the canopy open? There are no pilot figures. This is a side-by-side configuration, obviously. I'm not sure if that opens. It's very slippery because there's a little bit of residue on there. It doesn't feel like it wants to open. I'll investigate that further when we set this up. Now, underneath. All right, so underneath you've got, well, it's pretty plain. It's all that one colour there. but you do have a lot of nice detail. You do sort of have these little, you can sort of see the pot rivets and things there, keeping these parts in place. Obviously that's where your stand will be going. And that's where your landing gear is going to go. There is little magnet sections in there, so yeah, it's going to be all magnetized. Yep, looks pretty cool. Now, what does look cool as well, the weapons bay does look to be, yeah, does look to be all in there, and you just open up the doors, which is pretty cool. There is, well, looks to be a large bomb of sort, which is very interesting in itself. Yep, and then you've got smaller missiles in there. They are stark white. There is no real detail in there or any sort of extra paint finish or markings on the missiles or bombs themselves. So that's, you know, quite plain. But overall, it's, you know, looks okay. Like, it's pretty nice. I mean, where are your options? This. There is no other real options for you. Oh, okay, so your nozzles, these move as well, so you can have them in different positions. That is pretty cool. I just accidentally discovered that by pushing down on it. So obviously there are no instructions included, but what we were going to do, because I don't think there's much to do, is how about we set this up in flight. Actually, it's not going to be that hard. We might as well do it while we're here, because it's definitely not going to be hard at all. The only hard bit will be working out, making sure we put it in the right side. Yep. And nope. And yeah, and that's yeah, that's in flight. Not hard at all. That's the only thing you really need to do on this, because yeah, that's very simple. So that is your bestial J-36 in flight, and of course you need to put it on a stand. So as I said, this is quite large, so to put on a stand you just yeah, put that part in like that. And as we saw, okay, so this piece will actually thread into there, and that'll keep it on the stand. So this will be like if you want to have it permanently on the stand. So this is how it's going to look. If you don't put that in, it's going to drop off. But this will be how it's going to look on the stand, of course. Now this is actually pretty insane, but I reckon it does present quite well. I don't think the canopy opens though. That is one thing I do feel. Otherwise it would be opening a lot easier than me trying to flick it up. Yeah, I don't really want to break it. If it does open and anyone else has got one of these, let me know in the comments as well, because I just, yeah, mine's in toit, so it's definitely not wanting to come open for me. Now you put your, obviously your nose wheel. Now I'm hoping that is the correct way. Jesus, that magnet's tight. I'm hoping it's the correct way, because there's no instructions and it's square, like it's a rectangle. So you can put it in either way, I'm assuming. So now, I'm assuming that this one goes in like that, and then this one goes in like, the magnets are really tight too. They are like really strong, as you can see. That is one awesome thing. The wheels do rotate nicely, if that's your thing. If I have put the nose wheel in the wrong way, let's see if we can put it. Okay, so you can't actually, oh yes you can. So, but it tended to go in a lot nicer this way. So I am hoping that it is in the correct way, because I don't want anyone to be offended that I got it wrong. But it does roll nicely if you like to roll your aircraft around, of course. But what we do need to do is get some scales and, well, try and weigh this baby, because it's going to be pretty hard, because it's going to cover it probably right up. So let us have a little look. How are we going to do it? Nope. Let's try it that way, and we are, well, that is over a kilo. That is 1.175 kilos. That is a hefty beast. So there is a bit of weight. I want to double check that, like that. Yep. You couldn't see it, but I could. That is, yeah, very big. That is huge. I'll try it again. I'm not trying to milk the video to make it go any longer. I am trying to make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, so that is 1176 or 1175, depending on what way you want to say it. But that is a fairly good heft for a model. But yeah, that is your J-36 setup, gear down, and yeah, looks pretty cool. It is very unique, and well, there's only one currently, and who knows what the future is going to hold for this particular aircraft, and whether it goes into full-scale production or what happens with it, and what its intentions are. I do reckon this looks really nice. Now, money-wise, now it comes down to whether you think it's worth that kind of money. That, as I said, it was 200 Australian dollars for me to purchase this, and that was on AliExpress. But overall, I think it presents nicely. For me personally, sort of had to get it because I'm, for my own collection, I'm trying to get one of at least every sort of military aircraft to be able to sort of present some sort of timeline in what way I'm going to be sort of setting up my display when I do get a chance to do that. For those of you that don't need it, it might be worth saving your money, but it all comes down, as I say, to your personal wants, both in the model itself, the details that it does have and doesn't have. And as I said, for me personally, I'm a pretty relaxed guy, so I don't mind it. It looks nice, it presents well for what it is. It's very basic to set up. The magnets hold well, so there's no issues in regards to that.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Right, and also I just thought I'd quickly make you aware, you actually can't have all the weapons bay doors open, which is very weird. So if you go to open the smaller weapons bay doors, it closes, like that. And then if you want to open your main doors, and also, I think on the weapons bay doors, on the actual aircraft, the hinges of these smaller weapons bay doors are on the outside. So that is very, very weird. Yeah, very strange. Mine also has like all these weird marks on there as well, which is a little bit disappointing. It looks like someone's chewed on it. I don't know, but yeah. So you either choose to have the main weapons bay door open or your smaller ones on the side. You cannot do both. That is a little bit of a weird one, but yeah, I just thought I'd inform you of that. But what I will do is wind up the videos, so you don't have to listen to me any longer. I will take some photos of this, of course, and throw them on at the end so you can see the detailed pics without my fingers all over it. And again, sausage finger test, as you can see, it is quite large. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, some of those my way would be friggin' awesome. And of course, don't forget to drop a comment below of what you think about this thing. And always feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're watching and you have yet to do that. Alright, once again, thank you so much for spending your valuable time in checking out another one of our videos. I hope you enjoyed this release from Air Force One today. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and you all have an awesome rest of your day. Cheers everyone.